Those buyers at the moment are like super easily distracted, which is a little bit tricky for the
Yeah,
agents
when there's
to
new ones
navigate.
every week, I guess it's a little bit, don't know where to look.
So Sam, how was your trip to Malaysia?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I loved it. Very hot, especially coming back now. It's a bit colder.
Yeah. What sort of temperatures was it?
Usually like 28, 30s. Yeah, so
high humidity as well, right?
high humidity, but no, it was great.
Yeah, sweet. And Taylor Swift in Singapore, all good?
Amazing, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, look, weekly real estate news video. So this week we're talking housing market. So Sam, house price trends, right? What did we see over the past month?
Yeah, so the latest Real Estate Institute data showed just under 5,700 properties sold during the month of February.
Yep.
Quite a big increase comparing it to February last year, but still about 10% below what we see in normal February months in previous years.
Yeah. So it's kind of an interesting market, eh? Like, bit more positivity, but still a little bit sluggish on the sales.
Yeah.
And then house prices, they were up a little bit.
Yeah, so New Zealand house prices were up just about 1% during the month of Feb, and the median house price sat at about 790,000.
Yeah, cool. I think the regional results were a bit of a mix, right? Like South Island still seems to be going pretty strong, particularly Otago.
Yeah.
And then into the North Island, a little bit of a upsy downsy sideways
Kind of
sort of
evening
situation.
out. Yeah.
And then so supply of homes for sale, right? So we had the realestate.co.nz data. What they found was that the supply of new homes was pretty much at, like, not a record high, but at one of the highest levels it's been for at least 10 years. And so obviously a lot of homes for sale on the market at the moment.
Yeah, but I guess the other side of that, sales counts are actually still a little bit soft in comparison, probably due to kind of just an overwhelm of stock in the market. No sense of urgency, I guess, for buyers. Potentially bringing some downward pressure on prices in the short term.
Yeah, that could be the one to watch, right? Like, a lot of people are pointing to the recovery kind of continuing this year, but with all the supply on market, like, does it actually put a bit of backwards pressure?
Yeah, potentially like lower expectations when there's like so much out there. Yeah.
So it's a tricky little time for the market. And then, so Sam, you've been surveying our agents around New Zealand just to get their sort of sentiment at the moment. What are some of the themes we're seeing through that? Yeah,
so some of the most common challenges our agents have mentioned is that vendors have high price expectations that are above market, whereas buyers are kind of getting distracted by that new flow of listings, and kind of the expectations are a little bit lower, or they feel like they have a little bit more
sort of negotiating power.
A little bit more power in negotiations, I guess,
When we did the price survey like 3 months ago, that wasn't a huge theme, right? It was like vendor price expectations were definitely there, but at that stage it was more on the buy side, the finance restrictions that were impacting things, whereas now it's like heaps of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting one.
Yeah, it's real interesting. And so Sam, you mentioned median house price for New Zealand was about 790,000 last month.
Yeah.
Mate, what are we buying around New Zealand at that price?
Yeah, so in Auckland, you could get 6 bar 46 Carlos Drive in Flatbush, priced sharp to sell. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom terrace house on a tree-lined street. This one was sold by Lawrence Liu and Casey Hurst from Bayleys Howick.
Yeah, cool. And then down in Southland, so you could have got 2 Wolsley Street and Gore. Townhouse living at its best, 3 bedroom, 2 bathrooms on 733 square metres. This was built in 2010 and it was sold by Julie Mitchell from Bayleys Gore.
Cool, and last up I've got 736 and 738 Queen Charlotte Drive in Marlborough. Returning to family after 20 years, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. This one was built 10 years ago with stunning views over the water and was sold by Bailey Dew and Will Porter from Bayleys Marlborough.
Yeah, that Marlborough property is pretty cool, like the sea views, good to see you can still buy something pretty stunning at that median house price. Yeah, cool. And then, so Sam, sort of cutting our mind onto the outlook for the market. Obviously there's a little bit going on, like I think if we went back 6 months ago, it was looking like a nice steady recovery, but things are maybe looking a little bit more
bouncing
tricky
around
now.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
I guess on the positive side, we've got pretty strong migration, about 130,000 net gain over the past 12 months.
Yep.
Other points, I guess government policies that are on the investor side will help with the recovery, and generally more positive sentiment in 2024 compared to last year.
Yeah, so there's like a nice little stack of positive stuff going on, right? What about on the flip side? Like, what are the negative or sort of headwinds at the moment?
Yeah, I guess a still relatively high interest rate environment will still be a key factor, and a noticeable increase in supply of listings in the market, as we discussed. Yeah, definitely will add a little bit of confusion or overwhelm in the market.
Yeah, those buyers at the moment are like super easily distracted, which is a little bit tricky for the
Yeah, when there's new ones every week, I guess it's a little bit, don't know where to look.
Yeah, 100%. If you were to bring out your crystal ball and sort of look out over the next couple of months, like what's your view on where things are going?
Yeah, so I think while the market has been kind of recovering, we kind of see some of those downside risks now coming up with that surge in listings. So just something to kind of keep an eye out for. See what will happen.
Yeah, 100%. And I think with that said, conditions do vary quite a bit around New Zealand at the moment. So we've seen pretty strong market through Otago, a lot of the South Islands doing pretty good. So that's like maybe our New Zealand view, but you do need to kind of go into the forest to see what's happening with the trees. And so Sam, to wrap up, we've got our property of the week. So what have you got this week?
Yeah, so first up I've got 67 Queens Drive, Oneroa in Auckland. North facing with unrivaled views, a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom on just over 800 square metres with beautiful views over the Hauraki Gulf. And you can watch beautiful dolphins from your deck. If you're interested, you can get in contact with Jacob Healy-Adams from Bayleys Waiheke and Great Barrier.
Yeah, cool. And then for me, I've got 78 Acacia Heights Drive in Acacia Bay in Taupo. Luxurious living with a view, 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms on about 8,000 square metres. Beautiful lodge style property. It's got in-ground pool, sheltered outdoor living. And if you want to learn more about this one, you can contact Alison Whittle or Eliza Owsley from Bayleys Taupo. With that said, we'll wrap it up here. So thanks very much, Sam.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, sweet. And see you next time. Ciao.
See ya.